Alright, here we got EV springs. Also, the guy I bought the lift from sent me his updated bracket. See, that one on there is just shitty. His better fit. As you can see, there's an offset for the bolt head, the shock bolt. What we're actually going to do is we might not even need these. I bought the EV springs. This is a mid-size Ranger, by the way. Bought this strut compressor shit 3 years ago, like $50, like brand new. I had a Subaru at the time. Did shocks and struts all the way around. My other buddy borrowed it, lowered Mustang. So, a lot safer than ratchet straps. So I measured it. Yeah, I got my decals on. Bottom of the box was, I believe, 32 1/8, and down here to the bottom of this frame, we were measuring it at 11 3/8. That's with the lift on there. So hopefully we're going to get away with just, well, that was on the lowest setting too, with just the heavy duty springs in there. Get the ride height, and like I said, mostly want this for payload. If not, take it back apart and I'll put the lift brackets in. See what it looks like when I'm done. Well, normally I'd put it up on the lift, but Dad bought a beater car. Well, not a beater car, I only got a beater car. Yeah, bought a parts car. I've had that up here trying to rub the parts off. I got the headlight stuff out of it. So that's why we got the buggy. The shop's a shithole. I still got to get completed. But anyways. Yeah, it's working for us. So I got everything apart here. That is the EV spring. This is a stock spring. You notice a huge difference on the compressor too, strut compressor, spring compressor, whatever. As you can see too, considerably heavier. I figure if they start sagging, I'm just going to put the lift brackets in. So, got the temporary sway bar end link out. Got the new one in from Polaris finally. So this is the guy that makes these knockoff. I'd say they're knockoff MMA lifts. I mean, I didn't want to bash from the last video because, well, I haven't got the new bracket yet. But the quality is pretty shitty. This is the original rear lift bracket he sent me. Then he said, "Oh, sorry, I have an updated one. Get it right out to you," which he did. Much heavier duty. The shock bolts are actually offset, so the shock doesn't rub out the tire at full articulation. But still, build quality. See the holes there. I mean, how hard is it to get a round drill bit, you know? So I only had these on for maybe 3-4 miles on our property. I don't know if you can see that. It was wearing on here. And we don't beat on the machine by any means. I mean, we haul fucking firewood with it and chainsaws. That's about it. So, yeah, not a big fan of lift weights wearing against metal to metal like that. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I should have spent the extra $100, got the MMA one. I think if you guys are going to do it, I'd recommend doing that. Especially if he's going to send you out this hodgepodge first gen kit. But yeah. So we'll get these springs in. So I was reading 32 1/8, I believe, and 11 3/8 the frame. Should we get these heavy duty springs? So we're not really trying to gain lift. We are, I guess, in a sense, because in the front I put the front lift in. Because you know they are damn close to the ground to begin with. But if this gives me enough lift, I might just say fuck it. Take that front lift out, because we do have a plow for a 72-inch plow, and it's a lot of weight. Just run the heavier springs up front. I just don't care to make it too stiff. You know, in here, I'll show you from the front. You can see this thing. It's tall and narrow. So I just don't really care to tip it over. Also don't care to do wheel spacers because I'm cheap. I have a 5x10 trailer or a 30-foot gooseneck. I don't feel like pulling the gooseneck to haul this thing around. But waiting on wiring harness. Another EMP product. Got the mounts for the front. Obviously I want to redo something with wiring. But I ended up buying a different wiring harness so I can run the... That's the winch setup there, and it's a trigger wire for the winch controller. But I ordered the actual Polaris wiring harness so I can wire up that block properly. So I mean, if I wanted to, I could jump off here for my winch, but it's already wired up, so I guess there's no need. But then again, I guess I could, instead of running power wires back to the battery, take these wires, hook them up to here, because I already hooked to the battery, and then jump my winch off of here. I don't know, we'll see what we're going to do. But, yeah, we'll get the other spring set in there, measure it up, so they're not hooked to anything. We have a momentary on-off-on switch. It's going to go right here. It's identical to this switch. The bezel's the same, everything. I think I paid like 14 bucks for the switch. But yeah, another EMP product. Just put it on. I haven't rode it with it, with the mirror on yet. But we plan on doing some trail riding now, I guess. So here you get one of those. Yeah, I'll get this rear springs in and see where we're at. So we got looking yesterday. I realized I had 27 hours on it. Only 64 miles on it. So we had the Polaris oil change kit. So I changed the oil while we had it in here yesterday working on it. So the brackets are not in. Still got them here. We're measuring now. I don't remember. I think we're at 11 and 3/8, I believe. Down here, the frame, we're now at exactly 12 inches. Corner of the box, I believe, was 32 1/8. We're now at 33 3/4. So when I first put it in, I was reading 34 inches at the corner of the box there. So after I did the oil change, went out, ran it around for a little bit. I settled in a little. You can see now the springs are much further away from the tires. The shock mounts, I mean. So, still undecided if I want to do that in the front. It is a little bit stiffer ride, so I really just wanted it for the payload. So, yeah, anybody wants to do EV springs, I recommend them.